Anyways, what I'm going to do here is I want to talk a little bit about mindset and how to generate massive activity. If you're going to generate activity, would you like it to be massive activity? Is that okay? So we're going to shoot through this here, and there's a couple things. I create a lot of stuff, and this is a quote that I actually, I steal a lot of stuff too. Really, I steal a lot of stuff. All right, but this is one that is really mine. And it's a mindset, and it's a great quote, and it says, "Always play to win, never play to keep from losing." So let me break that down for you. Always play to win, never play to keep from losing. How many times in life have we seen, maybe a big football game? One team, they both go in, they're flipping their coin, they're both ready to win. Am I right? But guess what? The one football team, they get up 2-3 touchdowns at the half. And how did they do that? Well, they were playing aggressively. They were throwing bombs. They were blitzing like crazy. Now they go into halftime, and now they go, well, hey, listen, we're up. All we need to do now is switch our game plan to playing defensively. All we got to do is keep the lead, maintain, be in management mode, maintenance mode. And all we got to do is, if we just do that, we're going to go ahead and lock this game up. Yet the other team goes to the locker room and they go, hey, we're down. We got everything to gain and nothing to lose. What we've been doing up until this point has not been working, so we need to go out. We need to start throwing bombs, and we need to start blitzing like crazy. So they go back into that game at halftime. They play their hearts out. They blitz. They throw bombs. They take risky plays. The other team that's winning, they're doing all the run plays. Well, guess what? How many times have we seen that game turn, and we call it the greatest comeback in history? How many times have we seen that? Am I right? Well, here's what I want you to understand. Why? Because when you focus on not losing, you lose. See, the universe, your subconscious mind, it doesn't hear what you don't want. It hears what you say and what you focus on. So if you're focused on the word losing, not losing, well, guess what? You're going to lose. But if you're focused all out 100% on winning, guess what you're going to do? Win. Now, I understand a lot of people, they don't go, well, I'm not playing to keep from losing. Well, I know we don't think that, but how often does it really happen? Let me give you an example. A playing to keep from losing mindset is a mindset that kept a lot of people not here. Am I right? A lot of people missed this event because they were like, well, how much is gas to come all the way up here? I know we got a lot of people here from Wilmington. There's a lot of people that were like, oh man, 2 hours, there's gas, and then there's the event. And, I might not get anything out of it. There's a chance I might not get anything. But guess what? That's a play to keep from losing mindset. Why? Because they're like, well, because it's going to cost me money. It's going to be travel. How about the big events? All right. I see people all the time. They're scared to invest in themselves. They're scared to invest to go to events. They're scared to invest in training. They're scared to talk to people. They're just flat out scared. Why? Because they're focused on not losing too bad. See, what sense would it make for that losing football team to already be down to go, well, look, guys, we're already down 2-3 touchdowns. Best thing we should try for right now is to just not let it be too bad of a blowout. I mean, think about that. Like, look, no, you're going to lose anyway. Listen, if you're going to lose big. All right? Go for it. Play aggressively. It's funny because I saw it so often, and how many times have we seen it in associates, and how many times associates have we seen it happen, in the lives of the people that we're trying to touch and help? How many times have we seen it in business? I saw there was 2 different mindsets. When the economy did what it did and it spun out, I saw a lot of business owners, traditional business owners as well. They were like, oh my God, I don't know what's happened. Traffic has died. Our business isn't seeing customers. We're not selling. Yeah, we have limited funds. Who here's ever talked to someone that's got limited funds? Or been that person that's got limited funds? You don't have to put your hand up, just wink. I know, it's okay. We've all been there. But you know something? They said, well, we need to scale back a little bit and start saving money. So we're not going to spend as much on advertising. We're going to cut back our marketing. We used to go to conferences and events and different things like that, to help better our business, but we're not going to go ahead and do that because we need to go ahead and save. And if we save just enough, and if some miracle happens, we might be able to make it about 3-4 months if we just kind of hold tight and squeeze the pennies. What do you think happened to all those businesses after 3 months? Gone. Everyone say gone. Gone. They were gone. But you know something? It's the business owner, the entrepreneur that says, look, I only got about 3-4 months worth of savings. Oh my goodness. And what I'm doing right now is not getting me the results that I need. So you know what? I'm going to borrow from the future to get it done today. Everyone say today. Today. So you know what they would do is they'd go all out. They had a play to win mindset. So what they would do is they'd say, well, As it stands, I got about 3 or 4 months. I'm going to go ahead and borrow from month 4 and 3 and invest it today. Everyone say today. Today. Today, and I'm going to increase my marketing. I'm going to increase my advertising. I'm going to go to some events, go to some seminars, try and retool and re-equip, get some new ideas, and implement. That is the business owner that lasts. My question to you is, which person are you? Are you right now playing to win, or are you playing to keep from losing? When an opportunity comes up to go to a big event, to go to a training, to invest in yourself, to go talk to a person, do you go, well, you know, there might be a chance I could go here and maybe not get something? Well, I've seen those people to do the thing anyway. And because they said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and stroke the check even though I barely have it. I don't even know how I'm getting home. But they go anyway, and you know what happens? It ends up being a turning point in their life. Because they went there with a different mindset. They came there and they said, I have to win. See, nothing changes until the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. Can I get an amen? Amen. I mean, I know this ain't church, but can I get another amen? Amen. All right. So, that's the first philosophy. I want you now to constantly focus on playing to win. So here's how you say that in summary. Everyone repeat after me. Be all in. Be all in. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, go all out. Go all out. Be all in, go all out. That's the mindset. Am I good with that? You guys with me? Let me hear you. Are you with me? With me. All right, good deal. So let's talk about the next mindset here.